Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Hope we're all doing well. So I'm sticking with my daily uploads. It's going to be a late one today, but like I said, got to stick with it. Had a busy day, but regardless, we got to stick to it. Doing the hard work, especially when I don't feel like it. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why, if you're going for something special in your life and you don't want just like a balanced lifestyle and live a mundane, mediocre life, that you should maybe just consider laying off alcohol. So for me, I've never really been like a big drinker at all. I just never really liked the taste of it for starters, and I've just never really thought like going to the pub or anything like that just is very appealing at all. Like a lot of people do this, and I'm just like, I just don't see the appeal. Like, what is the point in kind of drinking something you don't even like the taste of? And obviously, there's a lot of consequences and repercussions that a lot of people don't think of because they don't see them immediately in the long term consequences of drinking. However, I obviously have drank in my lifetime. I started probably drinking maybe 15, 16 through like house parties, even though I didn't actually get invited to too many. I know. Since then, I've kind of been drinking like on and off, maybe once every 2 weeks on average, which is quite low compared to many people of my age or maybe a bit younger and older too. Particularly if they're at uni, they'll be drinking like 3, 4 times a week, sometimes like up to 6 times a week. Some people I know, which is like absolutely crazy. The effect that has on your body and mind is like, I just don't know how people live like that, but I guess they kind of don't really know any different when you kind of get into this like rut and routine, I guess. I've reached a stage where I'm like honestly considering just quitting alcohol forever. I've not drank at all this year. Yeah, it's not like a big achievement or anything like that. But I'm just like I'm got to a point when I just want to just focus on success, and I realize like if I just put on some solid work and remove stuff like alcohol from my life, I can achieve so much more. Because I think a lot of people don't really bear in mind like, yeah, you go out for drinks and then you go out to a party and then you're hungover the next day. Think of how many days you had to recover over a year from drinking. Say you go out like just once a week, so that's like 4 times a month. 4 days you're basically losing. So if you go out once a week, then times that by 12, so you got 48 days of your year that you kind of like you've done fuck all because you're hungover, you need to recover. You just can't really physically do anything mentally. You're probably doing bad habits too, which means your trajectory is going to go like this. It's just going to get worse. You probably get stuck in like a bit of a rut too. And that's only saying like going out once a week. Quite a lot of people go out like more than once a week. I just have no desire really to drink, particularly like when it comes to the end of the day. Recently, when since the new year, I've been like in monk mode, like I say, and it gets to like 10 o'clock, and I'm just like, the last thing I want to do is like go out and start drinking. I'm just knackered. Like I've done a lot. I feel good like at the end of the day, and I just wouldn't want to go out drinking at all. Like be a Friday, Saturday night too. I know everyone else is like drinking. I could be out with them, but for me, not. I'd see the bigger picture at the end of the day. I've got big. I'm ambitious. Like I've got big goals I want to achieve, and I know like if I'm going out clubbing, drinking, going to the pub, and all of this, I'm just not going to achieve them. And that's gonna be the same for you guys too. You can't do this at a young age. I think a lot of people are kind of like brainwashed. They'll see people like Tate and stuff and be like, oh, he's drinking vodka all the time. Like he's partying, he's got chicks surrounded him. He's like smoking cigars. Yeah, but he's been fucking like working. Like he was a kickboxer for like 10, 15 years or whatever. Like he wasn't doing this when he was your age. He put in the foundations for years and years, 10, 15 years plus. So he's got to a lifestyle. He's reached like a point in his life where he can like lay off that and he can kind of do whatever he wants now. He's been successful enough. But a lot of you, if you haven't been successful, I think you're kind of getting tricked into this and think, oh, I'll just live this lifestyle, can still be successful. It's just not the case. Obviously, you do get the odd people that does happen and they don't really get hungover, but for the majority of people, just doesn't happen at all. I know people watching this video, they're probably going to call me like boring and all of this. Like, oh, it's all about balance. Yeah, okay. I hear a lot of people talk about balance, and I just think it's a bit annoying. Like, if you want balance, then yeah, that's fine. But you're never going to live anything more than a mediocre life. especially for like you got to kind of sacrifice. You got to make sacrifice. Like I've said in my other video, your life is going to be balance equals mediocre in my life, in my opinion, guys. And you've got to be like relentless in something if you're going to achieve anything. Like you got to just go all out for it. Like you've never seen anyone achieve anything special. They've not had a balanced lifestyle. And if you want just a normal life, like a 9 to 5 kind of that type of thing, and okay, yeah, balance is cool. You can go out drinking with your friends, you can go out clubbing and all this, that's fine. But I'm talking to people, if you want to achieve anything like special, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a professional in a sport, something like this, you can't do that type of thing. Like alcohol is just going to be like ruining you. It's going to be ruining your mind, it's going to be ruining your body. You're going to be lethargic, you're going to get into bad habits, you're probably going to be with the wrong crowd too. You just don't want to be involved in that type of environment. It's just not good for you guys. Like I understand maybe if for me, like I don't really plan on drinking till my birthday, which is middle of March time. I'm just going to Barcelona with one of my friends for a few days. Yeah, I'll probably have a few drinks then, but like I'm going to be working hard every day till then. And one, it's my birthday, I'm like allowed to celebrate, and I'm not trying to make up excuses or anything, but like, and I feel like it's a bit of a celebration. I'll be like, yeah, I've been working hard. I can kind of like, it's a treat for me. It should be a treat for people when they're doing this type of thing, when they want to have a drink, they want to smoke or whatever. Like, yeah, cool. When you've kind of earned it, you'll feel fine. You won't feel too bad. And if you can kind of get up and do what you want to do the next day, yeah, that's fine. I completely understand why people do this, but like if you're going out clubbing and this type of thing like 3-4 times a week, you're just not going to get anywhere, guys. I've learnt this. I've tried it and it just doesn't work at all. So you kind of want to eradicate this for your life. You literally, if you just cut like alcohol out for I think like 5-10 years, probably like 10 years of your life, you probably wouldn't want to like start drinking again after that. But once you've kind of you've done all that success, then yeah, go and drink, there's like the party lifestyle. But I think it's a lot better to live that way than be like in and out, like going to these shit clubs every week. It's just like the same places, the same people, the same like shit music. Like I just don't really like understand why people actually enjoy this type of lifestyle. It's not really fun at all. Yeah, it kind of just baffles me really. And yeah, I've just learned it's something that I'm gonna have to sacrifice for a good few years of my life if I want to be where I want to be. I just don't like how it's feeling, like I'm feeling the next day. I just cannot like get what I need to be done. I just lose all the momentum that I've been like building up. I've been going up and up and up and up, and then I've reached a stage, and then I'll go out, and then say like I go clubbing, and then we just go down, and then I have to go back up. Like momentum, it's really hard. Once you're kind of going one way, it's kind of really hard to break. So I want to keep that going, and then like if I'm going out, then I'm just gonna lose all that momentum I've been building up, and that's precious, especially when you're working on something good. So yeah, that's a big reason. Another big reason why I'm really considering just dropping it completely. I think if I do continue drinking somewhat, it'll only be like a few every now and then. Maybe if I'm like a bar somewhere nice, then yeah, cool, I can carry on with what I'm doing the next day. But if it's like affecting what I wanted to do the next day, then for me, I think for the next like 5-10 years plus, and while I'm working on my goals, my purpose, my missions, and I'm just not going to do it, guys. And also like I hate like the fake confidence. Your inhibition's just lowered. I'm just saying stuff and doing stuff that I just regret the next day. I'm not being true. I'm not being myself, and I just don't like that. I hate seeing it other people, and I don't want to be that guy at all. I don't want to be like saying stuff that just because I've like had a bit to drink, I'm like acting like someone I'm not, because I used to be a bit like that, and everyone is obviously. But now, like, I'm pretty good now, I'd say. I don't think many people would say I'm, like, a completely different person or really that much different when I've been drinking, which is obviously good. But when you're younger and stuff, and for some people, if they've got very low self-esteem and low confidence, and the alcohol brings that out of them, and unfortunately, that's kind of a way how a lot of people deal with it. They, like, just hit the drink more and more because it's kind of their escape, which is sad. But obviously it doesn't work in the real world. You need to actually experience that and have those uncomfortable times in order to grow. So yeah, like fake confidence, my time, they're two massive things that I just don't, I just don't think it's worth it for me anymore. And also like the taste is a bit like, why do people like do stuff they don't even like the taste of, like, but it's the same with that, like the same with loads of things. People just do stuff and they don't actually really like doing it. They're not considering, like, they don't really think about everything, like, oh, why am I having this, why am I doing this, like, why am I going here? It's something you need to think about, these things, think about everything, like question everything, like, why are you drinking, like, what are the benefits, why do I actually want to drink, question it next time you go for a drink. Why am I drinking? I think that's a good thing to ask yourself. Like I've said, I've been in a really good like pattern of just waking up, sleeping at the same time every day, and I just don't want to lose that momentum. And I want, like, you guys, hopefully you'll be able to relate to this if you've been kind of on a similar journey, and hopefully this video has kind of helped you become a bit more mindful of the consequences. I think there's a really a good video that Andrew Huberman did on like the effects of alcohol on like your brain and your body. So you should definitely check that out, guys. See what it's all about, because you'll learn a lot from that if you didn't know already. But yeah, alcohol is probably one of the worst drugs out there, to be honest. But yeah, somehow that's legal and other stuff isn't. But that's a different story, isn't it? At the end of the day. So yeah, this is kind of why I am considering quitting alcohol for good, and why you probably should if you want to achieve something similar, want to achieve something big, ambitious with your life. So hopefully this video kind of helps, just helping you like really like just cut it out your life. And you can't, yeah, like I say, balance. Like if you want to achieve something special, you can't you can't be going down this type of avenue. Yeah, so hopefully this helps, guys. Got a few more days of January to go, so we'll get videos out for you guys. And like I said, see you in the next one, guys. If you could like, share, subscribe, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Peace.